Hey guys, King of Charmanders here. Today I'll be your judge, your jury, and your analyst. And today I bring to you a team that took me literally back to legend. If you've been watching me stream, it's been going pretty dang well. This team has been doing really awesome for me, and I definitely plan on using it again when I go back into Open Great League for Season 10. For my mental health tip for the day, hopefully you made legend. If you didn't, it's okay. You're still going to make it. And if you really wanted to compete in world championships, you can still register. I don't know if you'll be guaranteed though, because legends get early registration. So even if you didn't compete this year, you could probably compete next year if we even have a world championships, because I foresee just like every single one of you that go battle league will lag, or PvP in general is just going to not be fixed, because we all know how Niantic operates. So my mental health tip for the day: be grateful you are alive. Just because King of Charmanders actually took someone out to Alameda in San Francisco, and on the drive back, I had to pull a literal Fast and Furious move. 5 cars broke at the same time because there was traffic, and I knew there was traffic ahead, so I was already slowing down. However, the clearance I had between me and the other car wasn't enough, so I either brake and pull my emergency brake, and the person behind me rear ends me, or I look left and I look right and I pull a Fast and Furious move. So, pulled a Fast and Furious move, and it was okay. If you think you need more serious help, there was always psychotherapy available if you can afford it, or your insurance may actually pay for sessions. Just putting that out there. However, that is my mental health therapy tip for the day. Try to be a little grateful a little bit every day, because you never know. King of Charmanders is lucky to be here today. So, without further ado, let's get started with the battle Shoutcast. And here's the team that took me back to legend. Alright, so for our first battle, we have a fellow legend. I will battle and gatekeep some here, so I feel a little guilty, but I'm gonna make you earn it. So first, we have A9 into Shiftry. This is a terrible lead for us, absolutely terrible lead. We get out and we switch to Mew. And this is a Sableye, so you are going to see me pull an incredibly crazy win condition out of my butthole, because this is gonna be very rough. As you see here, we're going to get the Wild Charge off. I will do damage, but I'm going to let Mew go. The game plan here is to let Shiftry, like, smack the crap out of this thing and get a bazillion energy, so I have at least 2 Leaf Blades for this A9. I'm probably going to eat a return. However, my only real prayer here is going to have 2 shields ready for this Nidoqueen, because Nidoqueen does super effective damage with Poison Jab against this A9. So our opponent actually foul plays here. I don't know why you wouldn't return. So because of that, we should be able to farm down, and we do. So now we have a bazillion energy on our Shiftry, and all we're going to do is we're going to double up. We're going to double up like when you go to McDonald's and you get 2 10-piece chicken nuggets, exactly, with the sweet and sour. Except Shiftry isn't exactly sweet. It's a pissed off version of Jiraiya from Naruto. Anime reference. There you go, clutch. As you see here, we are going to turn this into Chop A9 with Sushi, and we will start breaking them shields. I fire another Leaf Blade, and as you see here, because of we got so much energy from that farm down against the Sableye, we're able to just do this triple Leaf Blade. We catch all of these shields, and now we have 2 shields for our Nidoqueen. Our opponent sends in the Cofagrigus, and I kind of misplay this. So you should Earth Power and then Poison Fang. That's actually the right play here, because with that debuff, what happens is Earth Power will do more damage and you should be able to farm down. But instead, I go for the double Earth Power because I have 2 shields anyways. My opponent's going to realize that there's pretty much no win condition here. All that's going to happen is that I'm going to be able to get to a second Earth Power, and then all I have to do is Poison Fang down, and that's pretty much GG's. As you see here, our opponent pretty much has no chance to win, and they will top left indicatively, just because of the fact that there really is no win condition. Game 1 done. Alright, you saw that crazy lead, and King Charmander is goated, so he still won that. Number 2, we have another legend, and this is when, if you ever watch SNL, and this. So I started blasting. Anyways, here we go. We got Drift Blimp into Shiftry, and what we're gonna do here is Shiftry is going to go to town because we have a really positive lead here. I have to really be careful though, because I don't want this Drift Blimp to switch out and catch any moves, because you need to foul play this thing down. We also have to be careful because well, this is not Shadow Shiftry, but Shiftry takes a ton of damage from Icy Wind, so we want to be careful. We grab the first shield. This is probably going to be an Icy Wind. Regular Shiftry can take it, but in this scenario, I will shield just because I want to keep Shiftry healthy. As you see here, our opponent decides to switch out and we get a Vigorous, and then you already know what we're going to do without any hesitation. What we're going to do is we're going to call on all of the power from the entire universe, ow, except for my elbow because that actually really hurt. And then we are going to gather and ask you for all your energy because you already know what's coming through. Now here's the funny part. Mew is like, Dad, bro, I'm going to like die. I will shield nothing here, but you should be able to barely live. Double body slams. I don't know how much weight that is, but dang. As you see here, it is clearly in the red. We will live one more counter though, and we get to the blast. And our opponent has a shield, so he's like, you know what, there's no way. He's probably just gonna double wild charge. But you know what, on the Satara, let's focus blast, go through C shields, and our Vigoroth gets taken out, and my opponent is like, bro. So this is going to be a really crazy win condition. So as you see here, we're matching this energy with this Driplim, and we're just going to straight foul play. I could bait, but if they call the bait, this is dangerous. So what you see here, we're going to get the foul play off, and bang, they shield. And then, as you see here, we're going to gather more energy. This is going to be an Icy Wind. I will shield this, however, because I don't want Shifter to be in a red. Because what can happen here is if they have something strong against Shifter in the back, they can hit me, and then they can fast move me down. We see an Obstagoon, and I swap out into my Nidoqueen. Now, here's what's going to be really crazy. So, here's the problem. Yes, I can Poison Fang down this Obstagoon. However, I don't want the Driplim to get extra farm because our Shiftry is in kill range of that Icy Wind. So, we don't want them to get any more Hexes so they can get to an Icy Wind. So, I'm going to pull off something really fancy here. But you're going to see exactly what King of Charm is talking about. So, as you see here, I was initially going to go for the second Poison Fang, but here's what happens. This Night Slash is going to go off, but because we're Poison type, we resist these counters. So here's what's going to happen. 10,000 IQ play. You don't want your opponent to get any energy. Watch what's happening. Oh, you see my finger? I'm like, oh, yep, I'm going for it. And as you see here, it's a double knockout, and my opponent will top left because we will win by the virtue of CMP. So we'll get to a foul play, and we'll get it on CMP, and that's GG's. Super advanced win condition play. More on that on my PvP masterclass. As you see here, for our next battle, we have someone that's 12 points from Legend, and I feel, well, I don't feel bad, but, like, here's what happens. So as you see here, we get a Skarmory. We're already losing the lead, so I will queue to a foul play and then switch out into Mew. And guess what they have in the back? It's going to be a Scrafty. However, guess what? Scrafty is going to hit by the power of Universe 11 or Universe 69. If you watch Dragon Ball Super, you exactly know what arc we're talking about here, except this time, it's my arc. It is my time. We call the power-up punch bait, and they are not going to shield this Focus Blast. As you see here, we are summoning all the power from the sky. Dragon Ball Super is coming out soon on Season 3, and I hope it's sweet, and we get the GGs! We entirely one-shot this freaking Scrafty. It's freaking nuts, and at this point, I'm vibing, I'm dancing, I'm doing the Macarena, I'm doing twists, I'm dancing, I'm gliding across the floor like Michael Jackson, and we're moonwalking our way to victory. This guy's pissed though, because he's like, bro, I'm 12 points from Legend, just give me the dub. And I'm like, nah, you technically hard counter me. That was my only win condition. So we're gonna make you sweat, and it's gonna be a sweaty match indeed. As you see here, we are going to just I'm gonna fire up the wild charge. I'm going to fire one and then get to the second one, but I don't want him to farm me at the same time, which is why I want my Mew to go down, because what's going to happen is we should be able to get the second one off before Mew goes down. And I don't want them to get extra farm. They fire off this sky attack, that's fine. I will shield here, and I'm going to take this to the zeros. You're going to see just how ballistically crazy this match is going to go, though. So as you see, we shield, and then this will pop their second shield. Now, here is the issue. We are going to have a freaking Skarmory with a whole freaking sky attack ready to bank us and just annihilate us to oblivion. So as you see here, I'm going to combo in after I break the shield, and then I am going to deal this extra damage. So this won't kill. However, we have it. This might give us a win condition. So as you see here, our opponent switches into a Vigoroth. This is terrible. However, I have an idea. So this Leap Blaze go off. We're going to take out about 50% of this Vigoroth's HP. As you see here, it goes off. And then what's going to happen? They're going to counter us down. We have Shadow Nidoqueen, but what King of Charmers has planned is nuts. So I'm going to show you just how amazing the King of Charmanders is. This is why I'm king, and this is why. Because all you're going to see here, I'm going to send in Mew because I want to absorb the energy here. I want them to throw their energy here. And then what's going to happen next is that we are going to farm down with Nidoqueen. We're going to farm down. As you see here, I'm kind of going above. But then after they're going to hit the bulldozer. They're going to get to it. But what's going to happen here is we're going to get to 2 Poison Fangs. And we are going to throw all of the resisted freaking Poison Fangs at this freaking Skarmory in the back. They will get an Air Slash through, but I should be able to hit this one, get to a second one, and then that's GG's. As you see here, the first one goes off, and that's in kill range. I get the second one, as you see here, Shadow Nidoqueen, IVs matter when they matter. And on this point, at this time, double Poison Fang takes out a Skarmory, and our opponent is... I feel a little bad because they are 12 points from Legend, but I lost the lead and switch and just flexed on you super hard. So GG's. I hope that trainer did make Legend though, but not like you're not taking a dub on my watch. I earned that dub and I'm gonna make you earn Legend. So number 4, we got a Shiftry into a Venusaur. So this is actually the most hilarious match of this night. I'm going to give to you one of the funniest, like, share this to all your friends, let them know that the King of Charmander just absolutely destroyed this opponent's team. So I see a Venusaur in the lead, and I'm already predicting there might be either one of 2 things, a Stunfisk or a Bastiodon, or even better, both. We're gonna go super meta here, boys. Okay, so as you see here, or girls, or whichever one you classify with, as you see here, we're going to go for the foul play. One goes through. I will shield this second one, and as you see, this will be a Frenzy Plant. I still shield anyways because I don't want to take a lot of damage. We get the second foul play off, and this should take us to the ones if they elect to not shield, or if they elect to shield. So we should be able to get our shield back, and we do. And guess what they switch into? Whoop, I'm farming. I'm gonna let them take their second shield. I'm gonna take their second shield. As you see here, second shield is gonna go off. I will shield because this is for sure a Sludge Bomb. But if my predictions are correct, which I create top teams, like I create top teams on the daily, as you see here, it's a Bastiodon. And you already know what King of Charmanders does against Bastiodons. He's gonna summon the energy from the sky, and I'm just going to create this giant ball of energy, and we are going to start blasting this poor freaking wall-faced piece of garbage away from the face of the earth of the Pokemon world. Well, you technically turn it back to its Pokeball. It's not that cool, but you know, on this day, I will slice and dice all of these bubbles. I will get to the excellent, and this will be a phenomenal finish. We Focus Blast through 2 shields and take out, well, not two, but 1, you know, it's a Bastion, and Bastion gets taken out. Our opponent is like, bro, did you just Focus Blast my Bastion? Yes, good sir, I did Focus Blast your Bastion. Actually, now that I realize it, this isn't the last battle. There is one more after this, correct me. However, I just got so excited because as you see there, through the shield, and with reckless abandon, no hesitation, we blast through the shield. Unfortunately, we will lose our Mew here. However, I should be able to get to 2 Leaf Blades, and then we have a Nidoqueen against a G-Fisk. Now, our opponent still has a win condition here because they can sack their Venusaur onto our Earth Power. Well, all I'm going to do here is turn in this poor little thing into Sushi. As you see here, Sushi is mighty. Sushi is good, depending on which Sushi it is. We're going to take our kitchen knife and slice like it through butter. Well, not really like butter because you see that only does 50% damage. We should get to a third one because my opponent, what they want to do is they want to get to 2 Rock Slides because they think a Rock Slide or something else can take me out. Unfortunately, they're not aware that this does a lot of damage. Won't kill, but as you see, that G-Fisk is in the red. They're going to fire off a move, and then what we're going to have to do here is that we can Poison Fang down, and then we should be able to... Actually, my Shifter lives this watch. So then I'm just going to farm down, and then we're going to send in Nidoqueen, and then they're just going to quit. We're just fast move. Bam. GG's. All right, so this isn't the epic match I was talking about. The epic match comes next, and this one is absolutely amazing. So this one was... Okay, so this one also sucks too, because guess what? So if you look... In a few seconds, you're going to see that this person actually is... Keep going. A few more seconds. Like the Jeopardy song. Do, do, do. Come on. Come on. Come on. As you see here, they are a legend. However, watch this. So, I'm so excited. We get Shiftry onto a Medicham. This is a terrible lead, so I'm going to switch into Mew. And guess what gets switched in? Because it's a Medicham. a G-Fisk. But you know what happens when a G-Fisk comes out? So anyways, I start blasting. And we're going to summon all of the energy in the universe. We're going to put both of our hands up like the anime. And we're going to do like raw like Goku. And then it's just going to blast through both shields. And then bam! We wipe out the bear trap from the face of the planet. And you don't like pancakes on this day. And you know what's even hilarious? This is funny as hell. This is funny. This is so hilarious. I'm just going for it, but watch what happens. We are going to bust both of this Bastidon's, well, I was about to say the cojones, you know, the coconuts, but you know, like PG-13, just saying. But as you see here, we take one shield. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the other shield. I'm gonna take it right now. I'm just gonna blast through it. So, like... Imagine taking both the Bastidon shields like this. This is freaking funny. Watch. So the stone head goes off. I'm going to get to a second focus blast and take this to the zeros. Ideally, I should hit the wild charge just so I didn't farm more, but that's perfectly fine. Because to me, we're just vibing. We're vibing hard AF. We're letting it go. We're summoning. This is triple focus blast, by the way. Triple focus blast goes off. I send in my Shiftry, and then all I'm gonna do is Leaf Blade down. So what's gonna happen here is that I should be able to get to an Earth Power and take out the Bastidon. The funny part is we did a whole lot of, like, you literally took both of their shields and blasted their entire G-Fist from the face of the Pokemon world. So it's freaking hilarious. I hope y'all enjoyed that. And now we're in a lot of trouble because in this instance, they do bait me with a Power Punch, which kind of sucks, but we will be able to get to another Leaf Blade and take out this Medicham. So we're going to lose... Or actually, I think it lives a little bit because I don't think this is kill range. Shadow, it will kill. This one, I'm not sure. As you see, Leaf Blade goes off, and I'm correct. It barely lives. So we're trying to claw down, and I'm gonna send in Mew to absorb all the energy that my opponent's gonna throw. I'm just waiting out the timer a little bit. Or we're just gonna switch out into Nidoqueen right away, depending on what they do. So as you see, I send in the Mew, and then they fire off their energy right away. This might be a power-up punch, actually. So this move goes off, it's a power-up punch, and I live through it, and then they're going to send in their Bastidon, and all I do is switch into Nidoqueen. Fast AF mechanics are mwah, you already know. So we're going to send the Magnitude 69420 Earthquake from the floor, and we're going to light this Bastidon on fire, and then we're just going to poison you after the victory. They know this is going to happen, so they just quit out right away, and that's GG's. I hope y'all enjoyed that battle. That battle was hilarious. Oh my god. Bye. And that's GG's. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was pretty nutty. I mean, God, like literally during this set, I think it was nuts. Like that was crazy. Like the amount of blast, the amount of focus blasts I hit through shields was nuts today. And I was like, wow. I think only one person actually shielded. So it was through all my battles today. So it was pretty nuts. I banked one set for season 10. So if you guys didn't make your Season 9 goal, or if you really wanted that Leon pose, hopefully Niantic would make a shop that would allow you to, if you made Legend, you could buy all the poses, because you make more money instead of FOMOing people to play PvP, because it's factual that not a lot of people actually play. No, seriously, in comparison to the casual player base versus the PvP player base, not a lot of people play the PvP, probably 5% play PvP, and less than 95 just do everything else, raid, catch, etc. etc. So it's what it is. I would actually get more subs and views if I probably did more casual content than I did PvP. But PvP is actually harder to put because of the effort I put into my stuff. So I do my best, but I appreciate y'all, every single one of you that subscribe, etc. I really do appreciate you, and I hope you reach your goals. If not, I will help you, and we will make it together in Season 10. So I will be regularly streaming on YouTube every Sunday. I will do Saturday if I can figure out what's going on with my setup, because I have to change a few things to make it run smoothly. Runs smoothly on Twitch, but I don't know why YouTube gaming always has to be a little difficult. But I hope you guys made it. If you didn't make it, it's alright. There's always going to be Go Battle League unless they revamp the system, which it desperately needs. Because this ain't it, Chief. Anyways, I hope you guys made your goals. If not, good luck in Season 10. We got another season to make it. For those of you that are going to be in World Championships, King of Charmanders might go. Actually, I'm making plans to try and go as soon as possible. So we'll see what happens. As far as which regional I'll make, I'll record the battles and then put it out there. But honestly, I'm just there to have a good time. I'm there to win, but at the same time, you know, it's been a while, and I'm looking forward to hopefully being in the same regional as my teammates from Rebel, and we'll see what happens. but I'm gonna do my best. Anyways, you guys do your best. I'll see you guys in Season 10. I'll see you on my streams in Season 10. Appreciate all your support. Do me a huge favor. Please like and subscribe. As you see next to my two Charmanders, next to them is the sub talk button. The sub box. If you can easily subscribe, do me a huge favor. Liking and subscribing is totally free, and you can easily subscribe by just putting your mouse over the box. By the time I'm done talking to my voice, you will already subscribe because it pops up, and then you can easily subscribe from there. Thank you for all your subscribers. I really do appreciate my current ones and my future ones. So good luck on your Go Battle League sets, and I will see you guys in Season 10 Go Battle League.